Welcome to this lesson. Today we will learn about the word advice. This is a very useful word in English. Let us begin. What does advice mean? It means to tell someone what you think is best. It means to suggest something. It means to help someone make a good choice. Advice is a verb. A verb is an action word. When you advise someone, you are doing something. You are telling or suggesting. When do we use advice? We use it when we want to help someone. We use it when we give suggestions. We use it when we tell someone what is best for them. Here is an example. I advise you to study hard. This means I am telling you that studying hard is a good idea. I am helping you by giving this suggestion. Here is another example. The doctor advised me to rest. This means the doctor told me that resting is good for my health. The doctor gave me this suggestion. Many people confuse advice and advice. Advice is a verb. It means to tell or suggest. Advice is the noun. It is the suggestion itself. Remember this difference. How do we use advice in a sentence? We say advice, then someone, then to, then a verb. For example, I advise you to eat healthy. This is the correct way. We can also say advice plus a person. For example, she advised him. This is a simple sentence. It means she gave him a suggestion. Sometimes we use advice without to. We can say advice plus a verb with ing. For example, he advised taking a break. This is also correct. There are common phrases with advice. We can say advise someone to do something. We can say advise against something. We can say advice on a topic. These are all useful phrases. What is the difference between advise and recommend? Advise means to suggest what is best. Recommend means to give a strong suggestion or to praise something. They are similar but not exactly the same. There are polite ways to advise someone. You can say I suggest you. You can say you might want to. You can say it is better to. These are gentle and kind ways to give advice. We can also use advice in questions. For example, can you advise me? This means can you give me a suggestion? Can you tell me what is best? We can use advice in the negative form. For example, I do not advise going there. This means I think it is not a good idea to go there. I am telling you not to do it. The past tense of advice is advised. For example, she advised me yesterday. This means she gave me a suggestion in the past. The future tense uses will advise. For example, I will advise you soon. This means I will give you a suggestion in the future. We can use advise with modal verbs. For example, you should advise him. Or they can advise us. Modal verbs like should and can work well with advice. We use advice in formal writing. We use it in business letters and emails. For example, I advise you to read the report. This sounds professional and clear. We also use advice in daily life. Friends advise friends. Family members advise each other. Teachers advise students. It is a word we use every day to help and guide people. Doctors often advise about health. For example, doctors advise healthy eating. They tell us what is good for our bodies. This is health advice. Teachers advise students at school. For example, teachers advise students to study. They help students make good choices about learning. Now let us practice. Complete this sentence. I advise you to blank. Think about what you would say. What suggestion would you give? Here is another practice. Choose the right word. I blank you to be careful. Should you use advise or advice? The correct answer is advice because we need a verb here. Let us remember the key points. Advise is a verb. We use advice to suggest or tell someone what is best. Advice is the noun form. Do not mix them up. Why should you learn the word advice? It helps you help others. It helps you speak clearly. It helps you use English well. It is a very important word. Watch out for common mistakes. Do not use advice as a verb. Do not forget to say to after advice. Do not mix advice and advice. Be careful with these points. Here are more examples. They advised saving money. He advised calling a doctor. These sentences show different ways to use advice. Listen and learn from them. Practice makes perfect. Speak using this word. Write sentences with advice. Listen to others when they advise. Repeat and practice every day. Thank you for learning with us today. Keep learning and practicing. You are doing great. Keep up the good work. What is next? Use advice in your own sentences. Listen to advice every day. Try teaching someone else what you learned. This will help you remember. Good luck and keep learning.